Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady and I hope you have absolutely fantastic day. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make this super cute donut card using circle nesting dies. Super quick and easy. First I've got 6x6 inches craft card base and I'm going to score one of the sides at 7.5 centimeters, fold the side, burnish, and yes, we've got that Z-fold element ready for today's project. Super quick and easy, and you can create Z-fold cards for any occasion you want. Now I'm going to use that beautiful Grunge Dreams design pad because it is perfect for masculine card, and that's exactly what I need for today's project. It is perfect. Now let's have a look how to decorate all the sides. As you can see, I created all those panels for mats and layers, and before I attach them, I'm going to add a little bit of color using Distress Oxide and ink blending tool. I really like to distress the edges because I think it gives more interest to your projects. Do you do that in your card making? Please let me know in the comments down below. Also, I wonder, have you ever created very special birthday card for a person who either likes something very specific or works in a company or where you actually make very special things? And as usual, to put all my mats and layers together, I've got double-sided tape on the back. I peel it off with my pokey tool and use liquid glue, my magic glue, one and only glue, to put all those elements together. And whenever you create any Z-fold card, I really encourage you to create the panels first and then assemble them on your base, because this way it is the easiest way and you will make sure that your Z-fold element is perfect, and then you can decorate it the way you want. And yes, I actually love Z-fold cards, and I wonder how many Z-fold cards have you created? If you haven't, I really hope this video will inspire you to make at least one. Now let's have a look how to make a donut. As you can see, I've got two circle nesting dies from two different sets, and I'm going to use low tack tape to put them together on 300 GSM white card, and I'm going to die cut them twice because we're going to have two layers for a donut. I know, right? And to make it even more special, I'm going to use two inks to give that donut color, because whenever you actually look at something, it doesn't always have one color, it has two different colors. So I use this beautiful Distress Oxide ink and in Walnut stain, and I'm going to use Honey Pot Pigment ink from Spectrum Noir, because this way we have amazing variation of color. Would you agree? And now when your surface is nice and tidy, we are going to do some heat embossing. As usual, I'm using my anti-static bag and I'm going to use that Sweet Treat stamp set, and I'm going to stamp my sentiments using 3 pigment inks, because this way you don't need embossing powder in that color. You can actually use the color from the ink and then use clear embossing powder, and it works beautifully. I really hope you will try the technique. And when this is ready, we always have to clean your stamp before you change ink pad, because we don't want to contaminate all those colors on your beautiful ink pads. So as you can see, I've got some cloth on the side and I'm using some water to clean my stamp in between. Super quick and easy. And to add all those colors, I've got Lemon Tonic, Pink Tulip and Parakeet. And all the names of the products I use in today's video will be in the description down below, so you can check them out if you want. I wonder, how many very special birthday cards do you create? In the top right corner you can also check my very special birthday card I created with a butterfly, and it is also a Z-fold card, because if you know me, I really like that base for my projects. Now I'm going to use that beautiful clear embossing powder, and yes, we're going to heat set it with a heat tool. And whenever you do it, I really encourage you to heat set your tool for about 20 seconds before you start melting your powder. And I think it works perfectly on any projects this way. And when this is ready, our donut is nearly done. But we're going to add a little bit more sparkle, and we have to add the shape of the icing. And you probably think, oh, how can I do it? Do I need any special tools? And my answer is no. You don't. You just literally use your scissors, and as you can see, it is super quick and easy. You just use that wave pattern, sort of, let's say, and yes, you have that perfect icing for your donut. I really hope you will try the technique, because as you can see, I don't need any special dies or any very special stamps. You just use whatever is in your stash. So I really hope you will give that technique a try. Now I'm going to adhere my icing with my liquid glue, one and only magic glue. And yes, it is nearly done, but I'm going to add a little bit more sparkle using Klej Overlay by Spectrum Noir. Probably you can't really see it in the video, but when this pen dries on a card, wow, the sparkle is just so beautiful. And if you think about those heat embossed elements here, that's even double sparkle, seriously. Now I use my heat tool because I wanted to make sure that everything is dry before I start assembling all my elements. Now I'm going to create smaller donuts to decorate the inside of my card. And again, as you can see, I've got circle nesting dies from the two different sets. And yes, you can do it. You can mix and match any cutting dies from your stash. Now, I'm going to use the same technique to color in the donut. So I'm going to use that beautiful Distress Oxide ink in Walnut stain color, and then add that beautiful honey pot on top because it works perfectly. And actually, I wonder, what is your favorite flavor of a donut? Please let me know. I really like the strawberry jam inside, and those beautiful colors are absolutely amazing on any donut. And actually, from time to time, you can get those beautifully decorated donuts. And recently, for Halloween, the donuts were just so amazing. Most of them were purple or green and orange, and yes, absolutely amazing. Do you decorate donuts you make at home? Oh, please let me know. Now I'm going to use VersaMarker to add some details on my icing and chocolate. And yes, you can use it. Super quick and easy. And to do it, I'm going to use Cosmic Shimmer embossing powder, because this is very fine embossing powder and it works perfectly for very small elements. So yes, I really hope you will give that technique a go. As you can see, that icing with chocolate and white chocolate, oh, I love it. What is your favorite pattern on a donut? Oh, that would be a really nice question. And actually, maybe we can have a competition of how to decorate a donut. So please, you can design it and maybe you can share that in the comments down below. That would be so cool. Now, as you can see, I added the same VersaMarker and white embossing powder, but a little bit differently for some variation, because that's exactly what we want. Now I'm going to use the same stamp set using Sweet Treat accessories from Crafters Companion, and this time I'm going to use that beautiful white pigment ink from Spectrum Noir. And you probably think, white on white? You probably can't see it. Of course you can't, but I'm going to add more details, and trust me, it will look amazing. Now I'm going to use my clear embossing powder, sprinkle over, and yes, we're going to heat set it. And as you can see, I'm actually using my tweezers because these are self-closing tweezers, so it is so much easier to hold those small elements, because when you use a heat tool with small elements, you can burn your fingers really easily, and that's exactly what I didn't want here. So we can use that trick with tweezers, yes. And now again, I'm using that VersaMarker and white embossing powder for even different pattern. So yes, go and experiment with any elements you've got in your stash. And actually, off camera, I created few more donuts because let's face it, I just couldn't resist. Now when this is ready, we can add even more color, and I decided to use that beautiful Distress Oxide, and let's say that this donut is strawberry flavor. Maybe you think it's a different one. Maybe this, I'm not sure. But when I was creating these pink donuts, I thought about strawberries. Yes. Now, as you can see, we created so many different patterns, and now it is that time to add more details with your icing. So again, I'm using my scissors to add that wavy pattern, and super quick and easy, right? You don't need any special dies. When this is ready, we just have to put them on a card. But what you can actually use as well, you can use Glossy Accents to add more sparkle and a little bit more dimension. And if you have never used them, they are perfect for these projects. But when you use Glossy Accents, you always put Glossy Accents on, you create like the outline and then you fill it in, because this way you will make sure that everything stays inside and it's perfect, and it actually doesn't dry that long, so you can use it as well. I really hope this video will inspire you to create a donut card. And as I said, this is a masculine card. It's for a man for 40th birthday. So my question is, do you know why did I create a donut card for a man? If you know the answer, or would you like to guess, please let me know in the comments down below. And as I said before, Glossy Accents work perfectly, because then we've got that very special shine on the icing, and that's what we like on donuts, right? Super quick and easy. Just leave it for half an hour to dry and it is perfect for your project. I wonder, how do you use your Glossy Accents? What do you use it for in your card making? Because as you can see, I just use it for my donuts, but probably there are so many different ways you can use Glossy Accents. Now I'm going to put my small donuts to the side to dry, and yes, I've got some more here, and it is that time to put them on the card. And I really have to admit, this is always the trickiest part for me, why I have to decide how to put all the elements. With the big donut here, I decided to have small donuts on it because I thought, why not? And if you know my projects, I really like symmetry, so I thought, yes, why not, right? No one will ever stop you for creating any card you want. So experiment, explore, have fun with all your crafts. Now, as you can see, I put my liquid glue only on half of the donut, because when we create that Z-fold element, we want it to open. So whenever you create that element, yes, put the liquid glue only on one of the sides. Now I'm going to die cut 40 using gold mirror card, super quick and easy, and I'm going to put it here. So it's actually like the number is floating in the middle, and I really like it to use that technique in your card making. So as you can see, I put tiny bit of liquid glue only on the sides, and now I'm going to create a banner for the word birthday, and I use that beautiful cutting die from Crafter's Companion. And to give it more masculine element, I decided to use black card, and yes, I just couldn't resist. I had to use gold mirror card, because this way it actually matches the number, right? So everything matches beautifully. And this sentiment is in Polish because the card was given to a Polish guy. So yes, I put that word here, and I'm also going to die cut the name using the same gold mirror card. And yes, if you create any card like this, please let me know and share your makes. I would really like to see it. As you can see, I'm doing the dry run first, which means I put all the elements on my card to see how it works before I use my liquid glue and adhere them forever. It is really good trick when you create very complicated projects, because this way you will make sure that everything is exactly where you want and you've got space for all the small elements. Now, when this is ready, we have to add few donuts inside and our cut is done. I really hope this video will inspire you to create something similar, or if not a donut card, maybe a Z-fold card. And actually, next Monday I'll have another Z-fold birthday card, but this time it will be super unique. I'm going to use some black color for a very special lady who really likes black color. So stay tuned for that video because I hope you will really enjoy it. Now, when this is ready, the only bit that is needed is to write the message on the back. Super quick and simple. Here you can also check my other videos with some birthday inspiration. And yes, don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!